Are you avoiding them? If so, why? Someone feels like you are avoiding them. They don't understand what's going on. They just want some kind of answer from you, not that you really owe it to them. Just a messenger. What's the vibe? Oracle deck. Wow, okay, distance, soulmate, and toxic. Whoa, whoa. Divorce, ghosted, separation, soulmate, twin flame, friendship, romantic partner, toxic, drama, arguments, incompatible. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm just getting like somebody who really thought it was a twin flame, like a false twin flame. That's why there's distance. Like someone who you kept trying to make it work with. And there's distance for one reason or another. A lot of it has to do with being complicit. You couldn't really put your finger on it. Some of you maybe don't even know why some of you created the distance, even if it was indirectly. Like you may say, they kicked me out, but they kicked you out because of something you did or said. You know, like you weren't complicit anymore. You didn't go along. They wanted someone who would acquiesce, who would just go along with everything, who would say yes to everything. But they still think you could have stayed. Like I said, there's distance here. What is up with that? You know what it is? Okay, it's like this is about spiritual distance. There is something about your lives that had to repel, because I'm getting some of you are confused and thinking this was supposed to work and really got your hopes up and still trying to make it work, trying to figure out how to deal with this person's actions or lack of attention. I will also be honest with you, I am not really the twin flame soulmate person. I mean, it comes out on cards and stuff because, you know, it's a collective reading, but there's still a purpose for it. But I'm not like someone who is deep into that stuff. Be your own soulmate first, okay? Be your own soulmate. Because seriously, what if you put all your hope and faith and everything into finding this person and they don't live much longer? I'm sorry to say that. Look, be your own soulmate. Stop watching the Hallmark Channel, okay? I'm getting this person was just really put in your life. Gosh, my ears just did something. Some kind of karmic situation, okay? Because I don't mention stuff like karmic very often. But I thought it, and I almost said it, then something weird happened in my ear. I'm like, okay, I need to say this. Karmic situation. This was unfortunately something to work something out in your life. Work what out? We'll see if that comes up, but I believe your spirit will tell you. You know, it just helps when you understand that there's just so much more than this. So much more than this one life. It kind of helps you take things less seriously. Even the horrible, horrible things we go through. Even the trauma. Even the stuff that you're just like, oh, I lost my faith over that. You know, like how could God exist? All that kind of stuff. I know, because a lot of us have been there. But it's not really about believing in the evangelical God of the Bible that has been translated and mistranslated and all this stuff, you know. It's about going within, looking with your third eye. And what I mean by this is just start grounding your energy, protect your energy. Find ways, like ask for guidance, however you want to look at it. You can call it God if you want. But really, I'm just trying to help you here by telling you, you have access to all the wisdom, all the knowledge that you want, really. Go within, get quiet, drown out everything, and just start doing stuff like breath work, which you can find YouTube channels about breath work to really calm your nervous system, and go quiet and ask for guidance. Ask, why did this have to happen? What can I learn from this? How can I keep this from happening again? What do I have to learn from this? Instead of thinking, I'm going to keep going through this, because that's what happens when we keep going back through this. My intention is always that there has to be some good for this. It's not like I'm just triggering you, you know, like if you are triggered, there's some reason. But usually it's something that was already in your energy, something you were already thinking about. And really start paying attention to this. Look, a lot of times this soulmate thing, twin flame, this is one of the reasons why I'm just so weird about it. Like, I don't do readings about it, because I think so many of those things you're drawing in. Like if you're really into someone and you're thinking about them all the time, you may just start seeing signs of them. Does that mean you need to be with them? Because honestly, I made decisions in the past, like big time, like I don't even want to talk about it, like decisions that I thought were good at the time based on signs, based on certain things that were happening. And now I know those signs were really there for me to analyze, okay? They were there for me to analyze, not for me to just take at face value. Oh, now I'm being guided, this is the right thing. Because so many times that led me wrong. So many times I was led astray by, you know, something I saw out here that conflicted with what I was hearing, or what I was thinking, if you want to call it that, my intuition. Every single time I followed the signs, and they have been laughable at times. Like, I really thought those outward signs were pointing towards something, and now I'm like, I feel like those signs were mocking me. Like, one time I was living in a place, looking around and seeing all these signs, like literal signs, like street signs that all had this very familiar name on them, like variations on different things in my life. And at the time I was like, is this a sign, you know, that I'm supposed to be here? And I would tell myself that. I would sort of convince myself that as a way of surviving. Okay, I'd be like, no, there's some reason for this. And there is, like there always is. And even at the end of that lesson, there was a reason. I was wrong. I'm just going to say there were times I saw those signs and I was wrong. And it's like, did I create them? What was going on here? What was really going on here? Did I create this? Everything is really you pushed out. I know a lot of people haven't received that download yet. I'm just saying not everything is there for you to take at face value and be like, okay, I'm going to change my life for this. Okay, this is the one. This is the soulmate, you know. And I just know a lot of people are thinking the same things I used to, because we're so brainwashed into thinking that's what you're here for. And maybe some people are. Really, you have to learn how to become your own soulmate, your own best friend and all that stuff before you can be that for someone else, because you're just expecting so much from them. For someone to complete you, a lot of times someone can just drag you down. Anyway, mixed signals. The signals from someone are unclear and confusing. That's what I'm saying, this soulmate thing. It's like I'm getting that someone here is seeing signs that the other person just isn't reciprocating, like trying to make something happen, like wondering why the person isn't making a move. I know this is painful, but I'm just getting a letting go. Like, it's time to really let this go and focus on yourself. Like, there's something so much better waiting. May you learn what that is and be drawn to it. Be drawn. Really put out the frequency of what you want, not what you feel like you have to keep drawing in. Like, not the, look, you just deserve better. There are things that you put up with. And I'm getting that this could be affecting something else going on. You know, like, don't let it affect your future. What is it you need to know about this? It's time for a serious conversation with someone. Whoa. Wow. Take that as it resonates, please, because that could be it. Like, the mixed signals here, it's like, put them to rest finally. What's going on? You're beautiful inside and out. And I honestly feel like this reading started in one direction and ended somewhere else, and it could have just, sometimes it just goes that way. If it resonates, it resonates, whatever. But you're beautiful inside and out. I'm just getting that certain self-esteem issues could be leading you in a wrong direction, or to make some bad decisions. I'm getting the vibe of someone who wants to put you below them, wants to make you feel like you're the less attractive one or something, and that's weird. That's weird. It's not true either. It's not true. This person has their own self-esteem issues that they're projecting on you. Especially if it's weight related or something. Okay? I just got that very specific. Not for everybody. You are thankful for the abundance that always flows your way. They can't stop you from being abundant. I need you to know that. I need you to just let yourself believe that no matter what happens, your abundance is going to find you. It's just a frequency. It's nothing to get hung up on. Really, it's about letting go of your attachment. Letting go of your attachment to anything material. That's when all the material things start coming, because you realize it's meaningless. It doesn't really matter. Like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't, you know? But it's crazy. That's when these certain material things start materializing, is when it's like, I don't even want that anymore. You know? I don't even care about that anymore, and here it is. But just be grateful. That could be what's going on here. Is I'm getting also here at the end someone who just really needs to release their attachment, because you're blocking something even better. Something that you might think is too good to be true, but it's not. Okay? It's not. You are thankful for the abundance that always flows your way. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.